Welcome to We're Still Cool, Right? The weekly podcast where the conversation flows smoother than top shelf whiskey. And cool, well, it never really left. Grab a drink and hang out with Erik, Mike, and Shaun while they dive into nostalgia and attempt to answer the age-old question. We're still cool, right?
Fucking AI is everywhere now. I don't know what that's about. It's fucking weird, man. First they took our jobs, now they're taking our podcast. We're fucked.
Hey, you still got to crack your own beer, so.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we'll wait till they make, life-size dolls with AI. Never mind that, they'll do different things with their hands.
Nobody's ever going to leave the house.
That's true. Well, buddy, we're back for another one here at the We're Still Cool Right podcast. So get yourself a drink, sit down, listen in. We are deep diving into something very important to us today. What is that, Erik?
We're going to talk about Marvel.
All things Marvel.
All the Marvel today.
This has kind of been something we've been talking about for a while. Shaun likes Marvel movies, but he knows it gets our dick hard. So he was like, you know what? You guys should have like a Marvel one of these days. And it just so happened he's out of town with infected ovaries or something like that. I can't remember what it was, but no, he's down in the Ozarks with the fam. So we decided we're just going to do this. And but there is someone in the chair next to me.
Yeah.
Who is that? It's our buddy Adam.
Well, hello.
Welcome to the show, buddy.
Thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah. So Adam, we've been friends with Adam forever. I'll let him give a little just synopsis of how cool he is, because he is still cool.
I like to think so anyway. I was going to do some kind of intro about how I committed violence against Shaun, but that is, please don't do that.
I believe you said Tanya Harding.
Yeah. Yes, I Tanya'd him, which dates me right there. But
Well.
yeah, I'm a 40-something-year-old dad and known you guys forever. And really, you don't want to know how I got on the podcast. But no, I've married to Shaun's sister, Kelly.
Yep.
And known Mike for, 27, 28 years, and Erik, we've probably known each other for about 20 years.
Yeah.
From that one job that we worked at. That was lots of fun.
Unlimited nights and weekends.
Yes. And I just so happened to be a huge, huge Marvel nerd.
Yes. So I've learned there's definitely levels of nerd. I have to segue this because I just thought of staring Erik in the face. Your daughter messaged me the other day and she goes, "You really should be at the pool right now." I'm like, "Why?" Because she's a lifeguard at our pool. And she goes, "There's this guy in here and he's just talking about like Dungeons and Dragons and crypto." And I'm like, "Who do you think I am? I don't know anything about Dungeons and Dragons. I don't know shit about crypto." I'm like, "Your dad could talk crypto with him." I'm like, "I don't know." But see, some people just lump one part of being a nerd into all of it. And that's not really the case.
Well,
She totally does that with me.
Yeah.
not to go against what you're saying, but yeah, I used to be into crypto.
Yeah.
Made a couple grand.
Yeah.
Didn't make it. It wasn't like big Bitcoin money. I missed that. But I made a few grand and got out of it.
Well, it's sickening. Like Erik said a couple times, like, "Oh yeah, someone told me to buy it, 15 years ago, and if only I would have listened." Like,
I was so skeptical back then.
Yeah.
Right.
I should have started mining and everything.
Right.
It'd been awesome.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I don't know what mining really even entails. So you've got to level up on me there.
yeah, I don't get it.
Basically, you let your computer do the work for you when you're not using it. So
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, but anyway, as far as being a nerd, I think all three of us are pretty similar when it comes to that. But we all love Marvel a lot. We don't know everything, but we know a lot. We follow it all and have for a long time. Adam, you read comics as a kid.
Yes, I did. And I hope to, at least during this episode, be one of those people that says things either wrong or forgets so that other people can yell at the podcast like I've done so many times.
Oh, it's
And
going to
that's,
happen.
Yeah. Like Jody, shout out to you.
This does feel good to have someone on that, listens weekly and is constantly like, "You fucking idiots, it's this." So what does that really grind your gears, if you will?
It really does. And I know for a fact I've text messaged you at least a few times saying, "You dumb shit. It was this." So, yeah.
But that's usually what you text me anyway. So I've just been like, what? Like, it's never, "Hi, how are you, buddy?" It's, "What's up, fuckface?" So
That's true. That's true.
But yeah, so we're going to get into all things Marvel. We are actually all three going to see the Fantastic Four together tomorrow with a bunch of other people. So this felt like a good time.
Just a little optimistic. Just a little.
I've heard very mixed reviews, and I really don't listen to the critics and like, "Oh, the Rotten Tomato score is this, so it sucks." That's never right, especially with comic book movies, because first of all, you have to like them.
Yeah.
And some people go to them and they don't. They're just like, oh, I was here for the action and there wasn't very much action, so I'm optimistic. It feels like it's going to be more of like a family type Bond type movie, if that makes sense. But
Yeah.
I mean, fucking the villain's Galactus. So
The critics they never love Marvel stuff.
Exactly.
No, and it also has gotten the whole Pedro Pascal hitting on everybody's wife's situation going.
Wait,
and
what?
So, there's all these things that are coming out now because his co-star in the movie, and I'm blanking on her name.
something Kirby, isn't it?
Yeah, and they're very, very affectionate, like overtly affectionate, and she is married to not Pedro Pascal, and so then there's been clips out like where there was one of Willem Dafoe, and I think he was getting his star on the Walk of Fame, and then Pedro was there and he was talking to him, and then all of a sudden he goes over to Willem's wife and like starts stroking her chin and stuff, and Willem's like, "Get the fuck off my wife."
What the fuck? I've never heard of any of this.
So, and then Pedro hides behind his anxiety, which, as someone with anxiety, and I know you have it too,
Yeah.
that's some bullshit. Like,
Yeah.
don't use your anxiety to hit on somebody's wife. That's fucked up.
He just seems like the nicest dude, but maybe it's all an act so we can rub some lower backs, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, maybe that's his game.
I don't know. I'm gonna wait until the jury decides because I don't know. But I hadn't even heard of that. But anyway, I don't know how to feel about him as Reed Richards. Oh, before we even get into all this stuff, I made us a drink. I almost forgot.
Is this called like Galactus's cum or something?
No, but that's the funny thing. I was looking for that stuff. Well,
I was looking for
What
that
kind
stuff
of videos
too.
came
I
up?
was looking for Galactus's jism and I couldn't find it, and it probably would have killed me if I did. So
All the ones I found looked so gross. I was like, no.
yeah,
No.
what all of his semen drops?
Well, no, just anything Fantastic Four related to like it was like,
agreed. I saw a thing one and it was like curdled in orange. I was like, nope, like not happening.
You didn't want to do the curdled drink
Nope,
again?
no. So all I did, no, that was a one and done. Yeah, we don't talk about that, much like Bruno. So I did look at just Marvel inspired drinks, and for some reason this was called the Millionaire. So I don't know. I mean,
I'm sorry, what was that?
I don't ever say it right.
Mjolnir?
Mjolnir. I always go Millionaire.
I had no idea what you were talking about.
Sorry, Mjolnir. So for those that don't know, that's Thor's hammer. So.
Yes. And that right there is why this will be the only time I'm invited on the podcast.
Yeah, but won't be the last time he makes fun of me. So
God, no.
this, and it didn't ask for a garnish, but just to spite Shaun because he's not here, I added 2 garnishes. So it didn't even want lemon or lime, but you know what? You fuckers get both. So take a drink. Cheers, everybody at home, and let's see how this is.
Cheers.
It ain't bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah. First thoughts.
It's like citrusy
Very,
something.
yeah, very citrusy.
There's not much to it. So
Yeah,
I didn't
what's
even
in it?
understand how this has anything to do with Thor. So it's literally cranberry juice, vodka, and lager.
Oh, that's what I'm like.
The
Yeah,
lager
because there's some
comes through.
carbonation
Lager.
there. I used Ruthie
Okay.
from our friends at Exile, but I wasn't sure, like, it didn't say a specific one. It just said a lager. So I was like, all right. So, like, everyone's had a cranberry vodka, but this just had an ale in it, or a lager. I'm like, that makes sense at least. They drink a lot of beer, but it's not bad.
Yeah.
No,
So
I don't know that I would order that.
I wouldn't, but I'm also not a vodka drinker typically, but like I could sit at the pool and drink that. I actually kind of like the beer being in it because I kind of like the little
beer
bit of-
was throwing me a little bit. But
Yeah,
now that I know
same.
that it's there, I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Like,
Were you afraid I did something?
well, no, it was just like, I was like, what is that flavor? I don't understand it.
Yeah. Well, I know Adam was like, please don't make it something horrible because he's heard of the atrocities we've had on here. So I came up with this, like I said, so not bad.
No,
So,
it doesn't. I'm an IPA snob.
Yeah.
So if it's not hoppy, I don't know. But
yeah.
no,
It would-
It's not bad.
I would be interested to try it with maybe a different style of beer just to see how that was.
Or like a sour.
I thought about just getting like a real big boozy stout, or I mean, thinking of like Thor and the Asgardian, I was like, we should probably be drinking like mead.
Yeah.
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 You probably have some
I
at
could have
home.
brought a bottle of mead.
We could have hit up our buddy Clint and got a bottle of it, I bet.
Yeah, we were in Savannah, Georgia about a month ago, and there was this store that was all honey, and then they had this huge wall of just different kinds of mead. And grabbed a couple because my mom had never had mead before.
Really?
Yeah, and so I was like, well, yeah, mom, I'll buy some mead and get you all fucked up. So she loved it.
She did?
Yeah, I've I'm hit or miss with mead.
I'm
an IPA snob. So.
Yeah, and going from an IPA to that, I mean, where it's just you got hops and no sweetness to just pure sugar, basically, is all it is.
Yeah.
So,
but it's not bad.
Yeah, no, I like mead. I could. There's no way I could ever drink it all the time, and even when I do, I just want a couple ounces and I'm good. Yeah. So,
have you guys ever had that stuff that's like Viking blood, but BLOD?
Yes.
No,
it's so gross.
It's
is it supposed to be is it a mead?
I think so. Yeah, it's a traditional mead with hibiscus and ginger.
Yeah. Nope. See, I wouldn't like it.
Everything that when we think of mead, it's like they're fruit sweetened and back sweetened with honey and different things. This is like
goat's blood and piss.
It's not great.
No, I'm not a floral kind of drink person, but that does sound like something that you can always count on Erik to show up at a get together and have something random like that.
Oh yeah.
So that's something that I probably drank because you brought it. So
we could probably start drinking one bottle of his collection every podcast, and it'd cover us for 2 years.
We've talked about that for a few times.
I mean, I think that's kind of messed up that you want to deplete his, savings, but whatever.
Well, no, I wouldn't do that.
Well,
I'm just saying if we could.
But it would be quote for the podcast.
Yeah, dude, do it for the gram, baby. Yeah. So as we were saying, we're going to be talking a lot of Marvel. So probably mostly the MCU and so the cinematic universe, just because we are going to the movie tomorrow, and that is something a lot of people know about. Whether you are into them, whether your kids are into them, whoever it is. But so I had a quick question, which was just going to be like flat out, what's your favorite movie? Or we'll say movie, not show to start, of the entire MCU.
Favorite movie?
Movie.
Is the original Avengers. I loved it. I remember Kelly and I saw it in 3D when it was fresh out, and it was just blew my mind. And because like you said, I've been a comic book geek for so long, and I was waiting for something good to come out because I'm sorry, I hated like the original X-Men.
I know you did.
And I know you're going to say that I hate everything, and I don't. I am just particular.
He just hates most of everything.
But Avengers, original Iron Man was good.
Amazing.
And it set the stage, and I love that one. It's definitely in my top 5.
Yeah.
But Avengers was mind-blowing. Like, Kelly and I walked out of there, and immediately we're both like, I want to turn around, go back in, and watch it again.
Yeah, seeing them all together for the first time, like, just blew everyone's minds.
Yeah, I think I was rock hard for like a week.
Yeah. What about you, Erik?
So,
and if it's hard to pick one, then your top couple.
I mean, I think because of the importance of how it started, the first Iron Man is probably my favorite. Yeah. But in all honesty, Iron Man 3 is the one that I like go back to a lot. And I know it's not the best of them.
Really?
But I love the whole like house party protocol and like all the different suits. Like I nerd out on shit like that. Yeah. Like where I get like, where the fuck is this one with like the jackhammers for hands and like, just like I love the concept that, I mean, because I never really got into Iron Man comic books, but after the MCU came out, I really nerded out on Iron Man and like all the different suits and things that he had done. And it's just kind of like,
it was pretty badass watching like 20 of those things flying around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Or when he's sitting there talking to someone and like they don't realize it's not him in the suit. You know? Right. That was hilarious too.
Yeah. Now I did have to ask you. So how did you feel like after you watched it? How did you feel about the portrayal of the Mandarin?
Oh God.
So I didn't care for it overall. But I actually liked the concept of him being kind of fake, and like it being a trick. But then I'm glad that they circled back to it later, because he was such a like important villain in the comics and all that stuff. Like I felt like it was like, oh, you just really like wasted a good villain there.
Yeah, they hoodwinked us, kind of, you know.
Yeah, but I did like the concept that they like tricked us. They were like, oh, he's just an actor.
I definitely didn't see it coming, which I mean that's always fun. But what honestly made me mad is it Ben Kingsley?
Yep.
He's fucking incredible.
Yeah,
and then you turned him into this like dumb fucking actor. Drunk guy. I don't know. That's honestly what bothered me. It's
but he's good in everything.
I know.
The shorts that they did in between. Yeah. I love that. And then even when they put him in 10 Rings. Like,
yeah. Yeah, that's true.
And he was funny.
Yeah.
He was
hilarious. Yeah.
But I was worried that Marvel was whitewashing another character.
Yeah. Here's the thing. This is something that, people go in and they're like, oh, I didn't like it. It wasn't this and that. And I'm like, I think I'll admit I'm easy to please. Like if I like something, you got to shut the fuck up. We're not talking about what you and I do behind closed doors. So anyway,
I was going to mention Kara, but sure.
Oh yeah, that too. So, but I just like people go in there and they're like, well, this isn't exactly what I wanted. I'm mad. I mean, people did it with Black Panther. People did, God, Captain Marvel. Holy shit. Did people do that? And it's like, not everyone should be the same. I don't want them to all be the same. And I also don't want to know exactly what's going to happen based on the comic because where's the fun then?
Yeah, I actually had a really big problem with that for years was saying, and I'm sure I said this in movie theaters with you, like, that's fucked up. That's not how it was in the comics.
Yeah.
And, them adapting for the MCU or modernizing it or whatever, it took me a while, but I do appreciate that now. Do I agree with all of them? Hell no.
No, maybe there was better ways to do it here and there or whatever, but regardless, you didn't see something coming and it's like, I don't want when you see something big is about to happen, I don't want to know everything 100% that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Because there's just no fun in that to me.
So after you say your favorite, I have a different kind of favorite Marvel question, but
okay.
Please go.
Mine is actually Winter Soldier. Like
that's my number 2.
Yeah, it's just from beginning to end. It's like Avengers. I mean, Avengers is obviously up there, but I can watch it and watch it and watch it. I mean, the big reveals that happen and the fight scenes are fucking incredible.
Yes.
The way it ends. I mean, just the whole thing. I'm on the edge of my seat. I mean, I've probably watched that 100 times. Yep.
And every time Bucky shows up, that his music in that
is
so hardcore.
Yeah.
I love it.
That's something that doesn't get talked about very much either. Is they do pretty good with the scores and things like that.
Yeah. Well, and like the Avengers theme song. I mean, how epic was that? I mean, it was so great that TJ played it at his wedding.
Yeah, which is pretty badass. And also at that wedding, we actually were wearing Marvel things. Do you remember that?
I do remember that, and I was like, why the fuck didn't we think of this at my wedding? But
it was pretty awesome.
TJ and Angie we got married before Marvel? 09, 05.
No. When did the first Iron Man come out?
2008.
Damn it.
Holy shit.
I don't have an excuse.
Nice try.
Yeah. All right.
So what was your question?
So my question is, what is your favorite Stan Lee cameo?
Oh, it's not even close. Is it Deadpool where he's at the strip club? Yeah, that's mine. I believe he says next to the stage is chastity.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that one's great. But I actually like the one it's one of the Iron Mans. I think it's the first one.
Tony Stank.
No, the first one. He mistakes him for
War, by the way.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, he mistakes him for Hugh Hefner.
Oh, at the gala thing.
Yeah, the red carpet.
Yep.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
That's the first one. That's the first one.
Okay. Then who is he in the second Iron Man? Is he Larry King?
God, I can't remember.
I think because one of them he's Larry King and one of them he's Hugh. But
I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember.
So my favorite cameo is either the Deadpool one or it's Captain Marvel because he's reading the script of Mallrats.
Oh, Mallrats, yeah.
Because that was the original Stan Lee cameo.
Yeah.
And I love his soliloquy and everything and so the fact that he was even practicing, trust me, true believer, that took me back because I fucking loved Mallrats.
That is a really good one.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Good question. Yeah. I mean, those were every single one of those, I looked forward to that every single time.
When he passed, that was...
Oh my God, it was sad. I remember Logan, my son is a huge... Marvel is Logan and I's Star Wars. So I didn't grow up getting cool experiences like that, but I never saw Star Wars, but me and my son have seen every single Marvel movie together. And so when he was also obsessed with The Office, obsessed with it. He can beat ass in trivia at that. So when he died, I went up to him and I was like, man, Logan, it sucks. So Stan Lee passed away. And he's like, what? And I go, yeah, Stan Lee, he passed away. And he goes, he wasn't even that old. And I'm like, he was pretty old, buddy. And he's like, I'm going to miss seeing him in The Office. So he was talking about Stanley, the black dude from The Office. He was young, obviously quite a few years younger then, and his mind went to Stanley, not Stan Lee. And I laughed my ass off. It really made a sad moment a lot more happy. So Yeah, that cracked me up.
I was gonna say, like, I've only watched The Office 2 to 3 times all the way through. I'm like, I don't fucking remember Stan Lee being in
Yeah.
like,
I feel like I'd remember that.
Yeah, he definitely wasn't.
Yeah.
that was.
Yeah.
But when Stan
Lee.
Lee passed, that was one of those celeb ones where, like, yeah, I actually teared up.
Yeah.
And then I went out immediately and got the Stan Lee Funko.
Yep.
So yeah, that was.
It's sad, and I don't want to talk too much about because it's and I'm just saying because I want to talk about this, but it's sad. Like the end of his life, like he deserved better.
Yeah.
So like the people weren't taking care of him. He was being basically used for his fame and stuff like that. It just fucking pisses me off. But we owe a lot to that guy. I mean, you know what I mean? Like you talk about, you know, not to get political or anything like that, but social things. I mean, the reason he loved comics so much and made the characters he made is because he just wanted everyone to be happy and he wanted to fight for what's right. And, you know,
he made women superheroes, African American, different, and all ethnicities superheroes
when it was frowned upon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And so, yeah, there is a documentary, at least one documentary on like kind of the end of Stan Lee's life. And then after, I can't remember what it's called. I haven't watched it.
Don't watch it.
Because like you said, I would just get so pissed off.
You will. Don't watch it.
No,
it's honestly one of those things where it's like, it's better to just remember him for everything he did. Cause I mean, he did nothing wrong, but it's like people taking advantage of him and stuff.
Yeah.
It sucks. So,
so I got another one, unless I don't want to derail you.
No, you're good.
But so what's one or a couple of your least favorite Marvels? And I know I just said Marvels.
I know some of yours. I will say Iron Man 2 I did not like. With Whiplash and like, no.
Yeah.
I mean, it was fine. Like, again, I would never say like I hated it, but it's one I've seen it like 2 times and I don't ever have like, no part of me ever wants to go watch it again. I do love the suit in that one that comes out of the briefcase.
Yeah.
That's badass. So that was
awesome.
like my favorite part of the movie.
Yeah.
And I love Mickey Rourke. I didn't think he was good as Whiplash.
He was fine.
Yeah. But other than that, I'm trying to think like.
But that's when Tony and Pepper's romance fully like kicked in, man.
Yeah, I don't care.
You have a cold dead heart.
That's one of the things. Like the whole him and Gwyneth Paltrow, Pepper Pot. I like it was fine and it made sense, but I don't know. Like no part of it ever felt that romantic or that important in the long run.
I agree. Other than them having a kid eventually.
Right.
No.
I will say I wanted to like Eternals more.
Never saw it.
I wanted it to be more important. It should be more important. I mean, it's a big thing in the universe, and I watched it and it was fine, and then nothing really ever came of it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
have you ever heard? There's a couple of the actors that have talked. I mean, when you look at the cast for that, it was ridiculous,
huge,
and like. I was excited. I actually I've watched it multiple times. I enjoy it.
I think mind
it's a
it.
good movie.
I think it bothers me because it was supposed to be so much bigger.
Yeah. I am glad that they're now tying back to it a little bit.
Yeah.
To maybe give it some importance with the whole like adamantium concept.
Well, that and at the end of it, I believe it was like the post-credit scene. It was the guy who plays Johnson, Kit Harington. I think he's supposed to be.
He's supposed to be, but I'm
Black
kind of
Knight.
Fucking pissed about. They haven't done anything.
They haven't done anything with it. He like opens the sword, and then you hear Blade.
Yeah,
and so you're like, holy shit! Like,
don't get me started on that,
dude.
Well,
that's the shit that makes me mad about their stuff is when they take these characters and they place them and then they don't use them.
Yeah, it's the same thing like Game of Thrones. I know it's not Marvel, but you give us 57, plot lines, and they're all so fun. And then you pay off 2 of them. And then we're just supposed to forget about the other 50.
Well, and when you talk about somebody like, so the Black Knight, I am not as familiar with, but I love the fact that Kit Harington would play him.
Yeah.
And I got excited about that. But Blade, I still fucking love the original Blade.
Oh my God.
Technically part of the MCU, but like.
It's still Marvel.
Yeah. I had no idea that it was a Marvel thing until later.
Yeah.
Right. But like, loved it. Yes. And I want them to bring that back. And I love that was it Mahershala Ali? That's the new,
Mahershala Ali. Yeah.
He's
awesome.
He's awesome.
Yeah.
He'd be great. Great casting. Love the idea. Like, let's do it.
Last I heard, it just got shelved again. And so it's like, what the hell is going on, man? Like,
and real quick too on Blade, the soundtrack,
so good.
Fucking banging.
So good.
That dude, I'm sorry. Like everyone talks about whether you have seen that movie one time or a million times, no one forgets the Blood Rave. And like the song is Confusion, because we were pretty big ravers back in the day. And God damn it, when that thing drops, it's like everyone.
Hell yeah!
You get me to dance in blood if you play that.
Oh yeah. How many raves were we at when they started playing that?
Dude,
song?
we were at so many where it would start playing, and maybe somebody went out or went to talk to someone, and like you'd go find everyone and be like, "You got to get in here right now." I mean, it's such a good track. But yeah. So fun fact about that I read today actually, because I was following up, because I've always heard this. And it's not as true as I thought. I was always told and read a long time ago that kind of the only reason Marvel survived, because they were like near bankruptcy. Mm-hmm. But the thing that got them through it was Blade, because it did so much better than they expected. It's like half true. It did way better than their expectations were. And so it helped a lot, but it wasn't like if that failed, they were going to go out. But it was more Iron Man 1. Like if that had not done as well as it did, it would have been toast.
They bet the house on Iron
literally,
Man 1.
Yeah. Well, and RDJ wouldn't have a career, or the career that he does now,
Jesus
without
Christ.
that. There was one movie that I saw that he did right before Iron Man, and it was called Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. If you haven't seen it, it's fucking amazing.
It's really good.
Val Kilmer's in it, and it's when before he got really sick.
He could talk, yeah.
And the chemistry between Val Kilmer and Robert Downey Jr. is amazing. I highly recommend it.
I don't think I've seen it. I've heard of it, but
it's fucking good. Yeah. But so you had said did you say, Eric, did you say which one you don't like?
Yeah, I did not. So mine is Thor Dark World.
That's
it's not a bad movie.
Really?
But like it
underwhelmed me.
Yeah. Outside of establishing the ether and
was that the one with Malekith?
Yeah. Outside of that, it has no bearing on any of the other stuff. Like,
wasn't it just supposed to be around that stone? Because isn't that the one where it gets?
It's where you kind of get introduced to the Infinity Stones.
Yeah,
kind of.
But it, like, outside of that, it just, I don't know. It fell very flat. It's not a bad movie. I struggle to say which one I don't like, because I like all of them.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Yeah.
The Hulk, the original, like the Hulk was probably not.
Okay, you're right. Those win. And everyone has an opinion. This one was better than this one, but you're right. I didn't like either one of them. I didn't think they just didn't do it for me.
I would put those below Eternals, and I know a lot of people think Eternals is horrible, but like those, I would put below that.
I don't think of those as being in the MCU, but you're right. Like I would pick those.
Yeah. I think Love and Thunder is worse than Dark World.
I didn't mind that.
It was so just
over the top or
cheesy, campy.
What'd you think of Ragnarok then?
I liked Ragnarok.
Really?
I did. Jeff Goldblum's character in that just cracks me the fuck up.
Yeah. The Collector.
Asgard. But no, I liked that. I like Ragnarok. You know which one my least favorite Marvel movie is.
It's the Quantumania.
Yeah, it was.
He bitched about that for like a year. It was just like, if anyone said Ant-Man, he's like, oh, fucking Quantumania.
It's so bad. And that was before we even knew that Kang wasn't going to be anything. It was the plot was terrible. The acting was terrible. The fucking float, what's his name? I'm forgetting the character, but.
Oh, MODOK.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. That was bad.
That was so bad.
That was really bad.
Well, and then on top of it, because I went with you and some of other people that we don't talk about, and then the film kept glitching. The lights were still on for most of it. So
I forgot about that.
It was overall just like a terrible movie going experience.
That's true. I forgot about that.
And so I equate all of that together, and I have not watched it again since. I was going to make myself watch it again this weekend in preparation for this, and I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it.
You had the remote and you just froze. I can't hit the play button.
Yep. No, I ended up watching Wakanda Forever again for the second time. It's okay.
It's not as good as the first by far, but I still like it.
I loved the tributes
Yeah.
to Chadwick Boseman. I thought that was amazing. I don't like what they did with Namor.
No.
I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah. But real quick though, Black Panther, like him dying fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Like he was so good in that role.
He was amazing.
And then to not tell anyone, like no one knew he was dying, and he's sitting there fucking filming, and he was getting made fun of in interviews, but like people were talking shit about him, and they're like, look how like shitty he looks. Like he's not taking care of himself. But then you find out he had cancer, and it's like, hey, if you ever want a reminder to just be nice to people because you don't know what's going on behind the scenes, like that's fucking it. But anyway.
Yep. The one thing I did like from the first Black Panther, and it blipped for a second in the second one, was Michael B. Jordan as Killmonger. I fucking loved him.
He was
in that
really
role.
good.
He was like, I don't usually root for, well, that's not completely true. I root for the bad guys sometimes, but he did such a good job.
Yeah.
And so like when he popped back up for just a split second in the second one, I thought that was awesome.
I wanted him to live at the end, and by the way, if you've never watched all these, there's probably some spoilers. But also, this is your fault. You've had a long time to catch up on these, all right?
Yeah.
You get like a few years. At this point, it's your fault.
Yeah,
so.
We haven't talked about anything that is like recent.
No. But I was about to say, like, I wanted his character to live.
We probably
really
should have
bad.
said that at the beginning.
We probably should have.
Spoilers.
Why don't you just add a little thing at the beginning, just like spoilers ahead.
Yeah. Or you could add a little disclaimer like these are the opinions of the podcast, or I actually
and
only the podcast, not Marvel.
Yeah, right? That's true.
But no, it's.
So I wanted to go back to Quantum Mania for just a second.
Oh, please get him red hot. I would love to watch it.
Yep.
So it definitely wasn't, in my top list by any means, but I didn't think it was too bad. But what I did like is that they were actually taking the time to set up a villain. Now I'm just sad that we don't get that villain anymore. I'm like, I liked where the whole Kang concept was going, and then when you tie in all of the other series like Loki and other things, like,
and I'll say this too, Jonathan Majors was fucking awesome as Kang. Like he was so good, especially in season 2 of Loki. Like when you watch things wrap up, and but Quantum Mania was supposed to be very different. Like if things didn't happen with him and he didn't lose the role and stuff like that. Yeah. And I'm not getting into all of that, but
okay. So I want to ask you guys a question about this because I think this has happened to us a couple of different times. There's been recastings before in the Marvel universe. Right?
Look at Rhodey, Iron Man 1.
Yeah. We went through how many Hulks before they truly made it,
3
canon,
so far. If you don't count Lou Ferrigno.
You always count Lou Ferrigno.
He's got to be counted. Yeah.
He's got it. He's the OG.
The OG.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Like we've done this, so why not try to do something there?
Right. Especially with a character like his, where that's kind of what he's based on, is he can basically do whatever he wants and mess with timelines and I don't know. It didn't make any sense to me either.
I do have a theory, so this is where we'll go down the kind of rabbit holes because we're gonna go watch this movie.
Conspiracies ahead.
One of the Kang variants is Franklin Richards in the comics. And
I'm sure. So,
and we're getting Franklin Richards. We know that. That's already been.
Or are we?
Well, maybe not.
Maybe they'll kill a baby. We don't know.
Yeah.
They talk about killing baby Thanos in
That's true.
Endgame.
That's true. Also, another great theory. Why didn't everyone remembers? And Paul Rudd actually answered this. They go, why didn't Ant-Man just run up Thanos' asshole and get big? They're not wrong. It would have worked. Yeah. Anyway, back to your
the boys style.
Yeah. Let's not get started on that. We can do a boys one too.
Yeah, they avoid those scenarios.
Yeah.
So save that for the boys.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I just wanted to say, I think there's opportunities for them to, do some recastings or, even if it's a little awkward or uncomfortable where we find a different Kang.
Yeah.
It's not him all of a sudden. You're like, you can explain it away because there's.
Okay, well, look what's about to happen. And there's different theories on what is happening. I know there's an actual storyline that we're all guessing is going to happen, but RDJ coming back as Dr. Doom.
I don't like it.
So I don't either, but I don't know what they're going to do. And I think the plan is still to do Secret Wars after Doomsday. So it kind of, if what happens in my head happens, then it kind of makes sense. But
I'm hoping that they make some callbacks to the comics in some of these things, but they also surprise us completely because right now I can't see the path forward. I can't clearly understand where they're going. And I hope they surprise me in a good way because otherwise I think we're going to be in trouble when it comes to the future of these movies. They're already losing people because of the complexity of the stories and the craziness of stuff.
They kind of fucked themselves over in what is a good way. They did the whole MCU up through Endgame and everything pretty goddamn good.
Yep. Yeah.
I mean, there were some stinkers along the way, but overall, compared to like what DC does, and I'm not shitting on DC, but movie wise, like you can't just make a movie and not set up any of the characters at all and just be like, you're supposed to love it like you loved Avengers. You're like, I don't know who the fuck this guy is. You know?
Yeah.
I didn't read enough DC. I know you knew some, like you knew a lot of Green Lantern and stuff, but like I didn't know who Cyborg was. Right. So like I'm just supposed to all of a sudden understand who this guy is and where he comes from and what he, that Marvel was so good at doing it. Iron Man, the Thor movie, then, it was perfect for a while and it all made sense. And now it's really hard because everyone wants that Avengers 1 feeling again.
Yeah.
And you can't do that again.
Well, and the problem is too, is they got so focused on just producing quantity and not quality.
Yeah.
They were just shooting out like soggy dog turd after soggy dog turd. And Kevin Feige, I don't know how you say it.
Feige.
He's even come out and admitted, we didn't take the right approach. We're gonna, starting with the Thunderbolts, which I just recently saw and was fucking good, by the way.
Fucking good.
They're gonna pull back and not just mass produce everything. They're gonna focus more on quality, which, there's different sides of how to look at that, where you can say, it took balls for him to admit that, but then also at the same time, it's like, why?
Why'd you do that in the first place?
It's not like Marvel / Disney / whatever was hurting for money.
No, but it's one of those things. I'm sure when you're taking it hand over fist, it's like, investors and, everyone's just like more and more and more. But we're forgetting too, we've only talked about the movies. You're right. When they were putting out so much, there was this like, I want to say it was a year, but it was maybe not quite that, where there was something new, like every 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was like a movie, a show, movie, a show. And you're like, I loved it. But there was a lot of not good stuff coming out too.
And it oversaturated the Marvel market too. So it got to the point, like even I've been a Marvel fan since I was like 5.
Yeah.
And I got to the point where like, I'm not watching this shit.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
And
it was a lot.
And, cause I got kind of like what Erik was talking about with where not being able to see where they're going. I really got really excited when I figured out they were going to do the Infinity War and had the Infinity Gauntlet and all that stuff. Because I remember those comics and I loved them. And I loved that, they were going to bring in Adam Warlock and all that shit. And
oh my God, don't get me started on him.
Yeah.
that pissed me off so bad.
Oh, same. And I loved that actor. I can't remember his name, but he's great. But that was...
Hold on, but people forget that he's the guy. What was that movie where they go on the trip? And he's like, wait, you guys are getting paid? It's the same movie where the guy, he's like, no, it has no regrets tattooed on his neck. Mm-hmm. That's it's Will something.
We're the Millers.
We're the Millers.
We're the Millers,
he got jacked and like, everyone's like, he's hot. And I was like, he was a nerd like 5 years ago. Mm-hmm. But I think it's Will something. Yeah. But anyway.
I didn't realize he was British until after
I didn't either.
Yeah, because his American accent's really good.
Isn't that crazy how people can just do that so easily?
Yeah, but that was Guardians 3.
Yeah.
And I did want to circle back because another one of my favorites is Guardians 1.
Guardians 1.
Guardians 1 is the shit. That was James Gunn. Like I didn't know Guardians. So I went in with no expectations. That's another one. Soundtrack was banging.
It was amazing.
And loved. I will still rewatch that movie constantly. 2 is okay. 3 was
Yeah.
And then the Christmas special with Kevin Bacon was just fucking ridiculous.
Okay, it was funny though.
But
it was funny.
It was good for what it was.
It was funny. Yeah. They weren't trying to be serious in that one.
Yeah, but
I remember seeing you before Guardians 1. I was the same. I'd never heard of any, and I was openly admitted I will put my foot in my mouth. I was like, this movie's gonna flop. No one knows these characters. This is gonna suck. I was like, this is gonna bomb, and this is not good. I went and saw it, and I was fucking blown away. I was like, that was one of the best movies I've ever seen in my life. And it did so good, and I was glad that I was wrong.
Yeah.
So, but now James Gunn's at DC.
Yeah, and I haven't seen Superman yet. I know we're not supposed to talk about that in Marvel.
Nah, we could talk a little bit.
I've heard
I'm going to go see
things.
It. Yeah, I'm going to see it. I want to see it. I want him to do well there. I want more good movies. Like, I don't hate DC. I know Marvel way better, and I grew up with it. But like, if DC puts out good, like, if you make me watch Black Adam or something, I'm going to tell you to go fuck yourself, because I turned that off. It was so bad.
That was one of the worst things ever, and I don't mean just DC, and I don't mean just movies.
Yeah,
it was just one of the worst things ever.
So since we're talking DC, I had something I wrote down that always cracked me up, because everyone loves Deadpool. Like, he's hilarious. Like, right? As a serious comic, it's like no one likes it for that. We like it because it's dirty and vulgar and it's hilarious.
Breaks the fourth wall.
Right.
Yes.
So I'm pretty sure you know this, and I have a feeling you know this too, but like, so Rob Liefeld, who made him, won't admit, but he's basically they stole him from Deathstroke from DC.
Yes. Yep.
So his name is Wade Wilson.
Yep.
Deathstroke's name is Slade Wilson.
Yep.
Death, dead, stroke, pool. So like he literally just took a swimming move off of it. And then, there's something else. I mean, they basically are the same person, like the way they fight. Now, especially when Deadpool got created. After that, he kind of grew into his own thing. But it's just so funny to me that they basically did it that close. Like, hey, no, it's Slade. It's not Wade. We're not stealing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They both went back. Like you can go through the whole list of characters that kind of got stolen both ways.
Moon Knight was based off of Batman. There's other ones that I'm trying to think of, but I'm blanking.
Yeah, I've looked at a whole list, and some of the characters I've never even heard of.
Yeah.
But they definitely stole. I mean, there's even like Captain Marvel in some way both. On DC. Yeah, on the DC side of things.
That was another name for Shazam.
Yeah.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And but no, one of the things Deadpool and just a weird little fact that just popped into my head. So Taskmaster, which Marvel greatly underused and is in Thunderbolts for like 5 fucking seconds.
Yeah, I was so mad about that. Like, what the fuck?
My God. And I didn't like the origin of it either. And whatever.
Well, I honestly thought when what happened, that is kind of recent, so I'm going to kind of stay spoiled. When what happened, I'm like, that can't be actually how this is. Then the movie ends, I'm like, holy fuck, they really did that. I was like, all right.
That was definitely
like, there's no way that they're just going to like come back at some point here.
Yeah. No, there was definitely a what the fuck? But Taskmaster is supposed to be a badass bad guy, and really wish they had used that person better.
Yeah.
The only person Taskmaster cannot copy their fighting style is Deadpool because he's so fucking nuts.
Because he doesn't know what he's doing.
Because his brain is it's just all fucked. So,
yeah. That's funny. So one other fun thing I found that's sort of MCU, and we haven't like touched on shows or anything. Like there's so much still to talk about, but I was reading, I saw this thing and I go, that can't be true. And it said something about how the same ooze that goes in Matt Murdock's eyes and makes him Daredevil and like gives him his abilities is the same ooze that turned the turtles into Ninja Turtles. Now hear me out. I actually like found an article on this. So it says back in the 80s, Peter Laird and Kevin Eastman were huge fans of Frank Miller's run on Daredevil. This, along with their love of Miller's samurai comic book Ronin and the weird and wacky artwork of Jack Kirby, inspired them to blend many of their interests into offbeat independent comic books. So the ooze that went in his eyes, the story is Matt was carrying a thing of turtles and dropped them, and it sprayed all over them. But here, listen to this, though, because this is something you didn't think of. Daredevil's mentor is Stick.
Stick, yep.
The turtle's a Splinter.
Oh, God damn it.
No, now this is the really fucked up one. The Daredevil fights the Hand, the Ninja Clan.
Yeah.
Who do the turtles fight?
The Foot.
The Ninja Clan, the Foot. So it's like, I'm sorry.
I'm still calling bullshit.
I'm not, dude. I found an article on it, and they basically said, like, they made the turtles a lot of around what was popular in comic books, and Daredevil was like at its kind of height at that moment. So
the thing I just Googled basically said it was a parody of Daredevil. Like, originally the Ninja Turtles were kind of a parody of Daredevil.
Huh. Still tracks.
I can buy the parody.
Yeah.
I think.
I just thought it was awesome.
Yeah, I think you're reading some bullshit.
Nah, I don't care.
Frank
the Hand and the Foot, the Stick and the Splinter. Come on, man.
The Frank Miller though came up with some badass comics back in the day, man. So like I used to love his shit. But that's actually talking about Daredevil is a good segue into the shows.
The shows.
You sound like
no. Let's get into the shows because like the thing let's ask this: if you have to pick one character from, let's say, shows that is either your favorite or you think plays the character the best, who would it be?
John Bernthal's Punisher.
Not even close. Same. Yeah.
I've said this to my wife before. I'm like, I have such a man crush on John Bernthal.
Yeah.
I love all of his stuff, but as the Punisher, holy
he crushes
shit.
it. He's so good.
He can be, thoughtful, and then the rage that he brings to the character and that yell that he does, it's just like primal.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, man. And like he puts in the time with the weapons at like Terran Tactical and blah blah blah.
Yep.
Yeah, I've nerded out on YouTube.
Adam is getting very hard right now.
Yes. If you hear some banging,
The scream, and I was like, "Whoa, that got big! Holy
yes,
shit!" Okay.
Yeah, if you hear banging on, that's from the underside of the table. But oh fuck, I mean,
and by the way, Charlie Cox is amazing as Daredevil.
yes,
Like,
I was going to say not to take away from Charlie Cox
exactly.
because that show is amazing. I'm glad they're bringing these back, and the only thing I would say about the new Punisher that's coming is they're calling it a special and they're not calling it a series.
When I read that, Bernthal has creative rights in it, so it's like but they said special, but I thought it's supposed to be a whole series.
See,
Have
and
you watched the new Daredevil?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I heard it was going to be a movie. The new Punisher was going to be a movie, but it could be bullshit. So, but yeah, Charlie Cox is fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
I think, I'm really glad that they didn't fucking shit the bed on that whole thing with the Netflix.
After Netflix, yeah. Because
Because,
Netflix did a great job.
The Netflix shows,
Minus Iron Fist.
I was like, I
could see it on his
didn't
face.
mind Iron Fist, but I know everybody else hated Iron Fist. And it's not great.
I didn't
Like,
hate
it's
it.
one
It
of
was
those-
just my least favorite of them. Yeah.
But like, I loved all of them. And I was so sad when they're like, oh, fuck, just because, we got to get it out of Netflix. I'm like,
Right.
bring all of them over.
They crushed like all of them did
And
great.
the Defenders concept is so awesome.
So
Like,
good.
do that. And
was
bring
good.
in, you can tie in Spider-Man, you can tie in all kinds of shit with the Defenders. I love it.
Did you see you saw the new Daredevil then?
Yeah.
Okay, because you just said what you said. I'm wondering what the hell is going to happen now. Because the way they left that, there's a lot of ways my brain goes. And it makes me think Defenders, even though it already got done. So I wonder what they're going to do.
Well, because I know they're bringing Jessica Jones back. I don't
Good,
know.
because she was awesome.
The second season was
It wasn't as good, but the villain also wasn't as good. The villain in dude, I say this all the time. In season 1, what's his name?
David Tennant.
No, I know. What was the bad guy's name?
Oh, I'm gonna have to look it up.
Not Killmonger.
But that's what
Kilgrave.
Kilgrave.
Yeah.
There you go.
Jesus.
Kilgrave.
Like, so his power is whatever he says, you'll do.
Yeah.
Like, he has the power of manipulation. So he's like, go walk in front of that bus and you'll just go do it.
Yeah.
So he's like being interrogated. I can't remember the scene now because it's been a while, but he says something and he's defending himself. And David Tennant's fucking amazing as an actor.
He is.
And he's got his accent and stuff. And he's talking to someone. He goes, I once told a man to go fuck himself. Can you even imagine what that looked like to me? And I'm like, oh my, I've never laughed that hard ever in my life because I just trying to imagine. Anyway, that was a great, season 1 was awesome.
It was. I really liked Luke Cage too.
I did too.
I thought that he was good. I even thought the second season with Cottonmouth.
You want some coffee?
I'm good.
Yeah, okay. Just checking.
But no, Iron Fist, but the Defenders was great. And, kind of like Eric said, there's so much they can do with the Defenders because it's New York based and stuff. So like you could really, really tie that in anywhere.
Yeah.
And so, because when they brought Daredevil back in She-Hulk, which She-Hulk was, I was like, oh crap, is it? And then he had the yellow and red costume.
Yep.
It's like, what the fuck?
Yep.
But I was really, really pleased with how they did Daredevil, and it's gonna have at least another season.
Yeah.
And
thank God.
I mean, like when we talk about the whole Daredevil Punisher like casting, Vincent D'Onofrio as fucking Kingpin is amazing too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's true. And I wasn't sure how that was going to work. I mean, he's very good at like kind of blowing up for roles. Now, granted, they have to add padding and stuff to give him. He's not a small man to start, but like
Kingpin's hard because
you got to make
you
him
need
big.
a big dude.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. I didn't like how they had him portray him in Hawkeye.
Hawkeye was the only one
because that was
track.
like it was like all of a sudden he's got like weird freakish strength,
yeah,
and then now he doesn't again.
which like he's supposed to, but you can't give it to him and then take it away,
Right.
Yeah.
Because like her holding her own with him made zero sense.
No,
Yeah.
I
She
agree.
wasn't trained enough at that point. I mean, she's basically fighting a child. You know what I mean? She shouldn't be able to do anything to him. But anyway,
No, but I agree. Vincent D'Onofrio, for the most part, with those originally Marvel shows, or excuse me, Netflix shows of Marvel, they did great.
yeah,
The only casting I disagreed with was the whitewashing of Iron Fist.
Yeah.
Fist.
yeah,
Iron Fish.
yeah.
whatever.
Iron Fist, that'd be a cool character.
Or what?
So you can hang out with Namor.
So I don't. All I know is like from some of the cartoon stuff that I watched. Like I never knew Iron Fist at all or any of that stuff. So like, what was he? Asian descent, or I assumed. But
it's supposed to be kind of more like, not that this is the same at all, but like Shang-Chi. You know what I mean? Like, kind of how you have the power, not like it kind of ebbs and flows. I don't know. It seemed odd to me, but
well, and I sometimes I wonder if they do that. Like they definitely have whitewashed some characters over time, and that sucks. But I wonder sometimes if they do it to like not be culturally appropriating either. Like, the martial arts guy has to be Asian. You know what I mean? Like,
that's
like you want to stay away from that too. But
some of it makes sense though. Like I get what you're saying. Like there's certain ones where you can do it and no one's really going to say anything. But there's other ones where it's like, no, you come from this, story where it's like your ancestors and it, so it kind of fits the bill that way.
Yeah, if they were going to try to whitewash like. I'm trying to think of what's his name, Isaiah from the newer Captain America ones.
Yeah, the older dude.
The whole point of that was he was an African American Captain America. So
that's why it wasn't easy for him because no one wanted him to be that. Yeah.
So if they would have done that, that would have been bad. Big. And speaking of like Brave New World,
yeah, it wasn't great.
And I didn't really like Shang-Chi either. The first part of the movie was decent until they go to the made up Shangri-La place. I don't remember what it was called. And it was just the CGI was terrible. The stupid little faceless, like walking Ottoman thing. That was
fucking stupid.
That they called Morris. Like what the fuck was that? Yeah. But I mean, bringing Ben Kingsley back, okay.
Yeah.
But no, that was.
But also like, so the whole like trapped dark dimension, all this stuff. I'm like, and that's probably just going to get thrown away.
Yeah. Yeah. It'll absolutely get thrown away.
Yeah, I don't know if they're bringing Shang-Chi back at all.
And that actor did I'm pretty sure he's in Doomsday.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, good. I liked him in that role. He did a great job.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I know we've strayed off of series, so I apologize.
No, that's fine.
My ADHD is going hard today.
Well, it's hard to talk about with how much they've done and all the different angles it's came from. It's very hard to only talk about one thing.
I do like that they bring it all together. Like they do try to tie them together, sometimes poorly, but I like that the shows have something to do with the movies now.
Yeah.
It wasn't always that way. And I've struggled with some of that.
Right.
So my son and I were talking today, and he told me, and he keeps up on TikTok, and if there's, he doesn't mean to read spoilers sometimes, but he catches them. But he's like, after Doomsday, like they're wiping it. Like they're going to start from scratch. They're going to recast everybody. I can't see them doing that. And I also think maybe he meant Secret Wars, but regardless, some of these characters, like let's say they were going to do the Young Avengers. Okay, like Kate Bishop, there's absolutely every reason she should be in that. She's young enough. I thought she did the role great.
She did.
So, there's a lot of things like that.
Yeah. So there's the Young Avengers, West Coast Avengers.
Yeah.
And I think that they're kind of hinting at that in Thunderbolts a little bit. Mm-hmm. There's talk of they bring up Sam Wilson and I don't want to spoil anything, but you know how people have seen commercials and stuff where it was Thunderbolts and then they showed ripping off
the
asterisk and then saying the New Avengers.
Yeah.
So there's a comment in there about Sam Wilson and them calling themselves the New Avengers. So I think that they're going to
the new Cap leading them
I think that they're going to bring that in at some point.
No, the Thunderbolts are the New Avengers,
right?
And then there's the Avengers that is
right.
Yeah.
So I think that
Sam
they're
Wilson.
gonna.
I really like him, and I like Anthony Mackie as him. I know he loses rap battles, but still, I think he does a really good job. Detroit, bitch. Yeah.
Well, is it because his parents are still married?
Yeah. And he went to a private school. Yeah. So yeah.
He played Tupac, man.
Right.
But no, I don't know. I swear I read something that Hemsworth is going to play Thor for another 5.
No way.
I don't know if it was 5 movies or 5 years.
There's no way.
But I mean,
a lot of them are tapped out, and look, I get it. I also don't want them. I don't want you committing to a role of 10 more movies if you're 50 something years old. It just doesn't, the math doesn't math. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I mean, you can't have an Asgardian aging,
Not
but they
to.
could CGI. Like, I mean, hell, they had that not creepy at all CGI Paul Walker face on one of the Fast and the Furious.
That's true.
It looked
that was terrifying.
It was after he passed, and then they had his brother
it was
in
his
the
brother.
car, and then they like CGI'd his face, and it just didn't look right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, CGI has come a long way since then, though.
Or has it? Like, have you seen, like, and I don't.
Wait, hold on. Batman vs. Superman, was that the one where his mustache was CGI'd? That was the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yes.
Right when I saw it, I go, what the fuck is wrong with his lip? Jesus Christ.
Well, I mean, I don't have TikTok, as I always say, I don't do the TikTok.
You don't do the TikTok.
But I've seen videos where it shows movies like Transformers or the second Transformers where they've got like all of this cool robotic shit and the CGI looks legit. And then you watch a movie like Shang-Chi where the CGI looks corny and cheap as fuck. Or Brave New World, that CGI was like when he fights the Red Hulk, that CGI looked goddamn terrible.
Yeah.
So it's like, are we just expecting AI to catch that because it's fucking missing it?
No, it just.
By the way, I know AI, when it does rise up, I'm one of the first to go.
Oh, your toaster's going to beat the fuck out of you. Yeah.
So I don't know if you've heard this, Eric. This is a quick rant, but like we have the Amazon one. I'm not going to say the name in case people are listening.
Hey, Alexa, play. Never mind.
There you go. But when it doesn't play the right thing, and especially if I've had a few drinks, I put her in timeout. She spends nights outside.
Do you unplug her? Oh, then if you take her outside.
Yep.
This is the same guy. I used to have a dartboard that talked. How old were we at that time? We were 21, but barely.
Yeah, around 21.
We had
22.
apartments in the same little fourplex. But anyway, like it was like we'd throw darts and it was like player 2, go. And he was like, don't tell me what to do. And eventually, like it would get mad at you and be like, "Are you gonna throw your darts?" And he fucking threw one like right through the speaker. And I was like, "All right, well, we're done here. That's fine." So
bringing up old shit.
Yeah,
who got into a fight with the fucking fridge?
Anyway, so about Marvel. Yeah, I had one little funny thing I want to say. It's not funny, but I thought it was cool.
If anybody wants to hear that story, just email me at
we're still cool right at gmail.com.
Or email we're still cool at gmail.com.
Email me, freakincage.com.
We're still cool, right? I apologize.
That's fine. Fucker.
No punctuation, it'll get kicked back.
So I read this today. It said Sony had the opportunity to purchase all the film rights to all Marvel characters for $25 million when Marvel was struggling financially back in the 90s. But they said we just wanted Spider-Man for $10 million. Mm-hmm. I think they're a little pissed off at their decision. So
yeah.
Well,
but I don't know that they would have done it right.
They wouldn't have. If anyone who's seen it, like
some right,
Spider-Man has been fairly good, overall.
Yeah, and Venom was good to start.
Yeah, to start.
Okay, so take a step back. Which Spider-Man and which Venom? Because there's multiple iterations of Spider-Man, and I will fight you if you say the wrong thing. Well, and actually with Venom too. Because
this is an unpopular opinion, but I did not like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man.
I hated Tobey
Maguire. I thought he was terrible, man. I thought Andrew Garfield did a way better job. I do think Tom Holland is the best Spider-Man.
Yes.
And that is because he acts like Peter Parker better than anyone else.
Yes.
But then I would say it's Andrew Garfield. But people are psycho about it being Tobey Maguire, and I just never saw it.
Yeah.
Okay. Fuck Tobey Maguire. He was awful.
Yeah.
And so was Eric Foreman as Venom.
That was bad.
Topher Grace, but he'll always be Eric Foreman to me.
Yeah.
I actually thought Andrew Garfield overall was a better Spider-Man even than Tom Holland because he did more sarcastic. He did better quips. His movies were garbage, but he was better.
He was good. I felt bad for him because you could tell it wasn't him. You know what I mean? Just watching them, you could see like this was the storyline you were given and the directing you were given. But he crushed it, I felt like.
Yeah, I agree. And also, he's got one of the best memes out there and I've watched this so many times with Raven, just him almost catching Gwen. And then the thud.
It still hurts.
And then some memes will just go, thud.
Yeah. So Logan and I used to watch one where like this guy made a beat to it and he was like,
yep.
And it was just like, I'm like, oh.
Oh, Raven and I will watch that some days and just laugh our asses off.
So sad.
So
so if you have to pick a Venom, Tom Hardy did a much better job. I still think those movies could have been a lot better, but I don't think it was him. I thought he did great.
Yes.
I think it was just
the first one was great, and then it just kept going down.
It got way worse after.
They were like, "Oh, we did great on this one. Let's just keep the money rolling."
Yep.
Yeah. The first one, I will respectfully disagree. I will say the first one was okay. Did not watch I didn't watch the second or third because Maximum Carnage was one of my favorite all-time Spider-Man comic series. I have the just the whole graphic novel book of it at home.
Fucking nerd.
Actually, at my parents' house. But I loved it. And Carnage was such a crazy psycho before he got the suit. And I love Woody Harrelson. He's a great actor. He can do so many things wonderful. He does not do a psycho. I couldn't even watch and he looked fucking stupid with dyed red hair.
Was that also in that storyline? Was that how he defeated him? Was fucking sound?
It's one of the ways, yeah.
But like a fucking giant church bell, that's what did it.
Yeah,
Anyway,
it was terrible. Like I loved the concept and I was excited about Carnage, but I was like, because at the end of the first one, I was like, "Fuck yeah, we're gonna get Carnage."
Yeah,
yep.
And I even liked the idea of Woody Harrelson.
I did too when I saw it.
Because he can do it.
He was the end scene, wasn't he, in the first one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
yeah. They shit the bed.
Yeah.
But. I have the like original comics of the Maximum Carnage series. I'm missing one.
Yeah.
Out of it.
Fuck. Time to get on eBay, baby.
I should have brought all my shit in. Like I have stuff in plastic at home.
Same.
Yeah.
Same. I've got I'm just trying to think. I've got most of the Infinity Gauntlet series. I've got almost all of Age of Apocalypse, which I fucking loved that. And I really, really loved that they, in Deadpool Wolverine, where he had all the different Wolverines and they had the Age of Apocalypse Wolverine with the
wasn't that on the crucifix? Wasn't it that one?
No, that was the one where he's got the stupid big hair, and Deadpool says something along the lines of, "Everything's on fire. Do you guys have a dragon?"
Oh, that's right.
And then he beats him with his stump hand.
Yep.
Fucking love those series. I've got a bunch of the 2099s, Spider-Man and Punisher 2099s. Like, yeah, there were times back in the day where, Kelly and I didn't make a whole lot and we didn't have, 2 pennies to rub together. And Kelly's like, "Well, why don't you try selling these comics?" And I'm like, or I could donate plasma.
Yeah, exactly.
So I did that for a while, and I kept my comics. So
how about feet pics?
Yeah, that was way before Feet Finder. Yeah,
right.
That was like 20 years ago.
I just sent pictures of my feet to Mike.
Yeah, that's true. And I paid him in other ways. I will say we should. I have a little bit of trivia I want to do with you guys. I'm sure this podcast is going to go a little long, and that's okay. But I wanted to say we should probably talk about the nostalgia payoff that we all got. I know you hated the X-Men movies, or not hated, but you didn't love them.
First Class was decent.
I'm talking the originals though.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And so that was when X-Men was definitely my thing growing up, my favorite thing. Like the animated series, I watched it every Saturday. Yeah. The theme song alone. It's so good.
Have you watched the new ones?
Oh yeah.
It's so good.
It's great.
And they did a great, they did a really good job.
My only gripe is Gambit's not in it very much.
I know.
Because, they can't see because but
I know.
I have my favorite all-time Marvel characters, Gambit.
I know you know it. Don't say it. Do you know Gambit's real name? It's just so unique that I love it.
Remy LeBeau.
There it is.
Yeah.
I fucking. And by the way, so that's what I was going to talk about is I do want to go back to X-Men eventually, but Deadpool versus Wolverine was fucking awesome. Good. Or Deadpool and Wolverine. Yeah. It's like they did good. Yeah, you know what I mean? Good. There was a couple things maybe here and there to change, but God damn it, man. Hugh Jackman, I wish he could go back 20 years and play him forever.
I still,
you know what I mean?
That's the thing is I still can't figure out who else will play.
It's hard to imagine.
Wolverine.
They keep talking about having Daphne Keene do Laura /X-23. I think be the next generation.
She's great at it.
Iteration.
Yeah, that's all good, but it's not the same.
No, it's not.
It's not Wolverine.
Yeah, and way back when the original X-Men came out, I was like, "Who the fuck is this guy?"
Yeah.
But he definitely grew on me, and I love him as Wolverine now. I agree. I can't see
anyone else playing.
No,
they'll figure it out, and it'll be fine. Yeah. But it's just like we have to let go because that's what it more is. You know what I mean? It's going to be this. Whoever one day, maybe in 20 years, plays Iron Man again. It's going to be very hard to, or someone other than Ryan Reynolds being Deadpool. It's hard to fathom that.
So this is what is worrisome to me with the way that they're doing some of the things is instead of doing that and finding a new one, they're like, we're going to go the comic book route. And instead there's no Iron Man, it's Ironheart, and there's no Wolverine, it's X-23. And like, I'm not crazy about that. Like it's okay. And in some cases it works, but
Yeah, I'd rather them do that, but you could still. I'd rather them have recast at that point because there's a reason Wolverine's as popular as he is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I did name my son after him, after all. But
yeah, which I thought I thought it when you had your son, and I still think it now. Badass.
Yeah, yeah. And you know what's awesome? Our old buddy Justin, who you went to high school with, Hargrave. He actually he was really good at not spray painting. What's it called? Airbrush.
Yeah.
And he's a really great artist. And he made this giant Wolverine. And I bought it from him like, I don't know, Logan was a toddler. Mm-hmm. Logan still has it above his bed. It's fucking awesome. But anyway, I'd rather them just recast them because we can move on faster the quicker you just do it. You know what I mean?
True.
Because someone's going to do a really good job.
Yep. Rip the Band-Aid off.
Yeah. We're going to be pissed at first.
Yes.
We're going to say get off my lawn, but we're going to get over it together. You know what I mean?
I actually meant to say something about that because I know in one of the episodes, I think it was the last one, you had said that I was an old guy.
Yeah, you are.
And yeah, that's true. And in my defense, the first time I really started doing that is when Kelly and I rented a house over on the other side of town, and it was the first time I had a lawn that I was responsible for. Now, we rented the house from this lady named Alma. She's no longer with us. She was a sweet, sweet woman, but it was the first time I was responsible for it, and I didn't do a great job.
Yeah,
but it was one of those like, don't fuck up my lawn.
Yeah.
And so it was, and we were close to a middle school right there, and so kids were always cutting through, and that's when I would be like, get off my damn lawn. And now I didn't tell them to scram like a Wade,
like our buddy Wade.
Yeah, like Wade. But I'm sure I said all kinds of things similar to that.
In those moments, I try to remind myself I did the same shit at that age, and I tried that's why I'm a little better at holding back.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
I know you don't. So if you wanted, that's how me and Adam are. One of us kind of cares too much sometimes. The other one's like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
So,
well,
and I don't think that's a bad thing, by the way.
No, ever since I was 16 and you were 14, you've been the more mature one. So,
well, one of us has to do it. Yeah. So anyway, could I get into a little bit of trivia?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it.
So it's just like, I don't know, maybe 16 questions, but we won't get into it, and maybe I won't do them all, but I just want to see a little friendly duo. So I'm just going to say, I'll read the question and then I don't know, raise your hands and I'll call on the person.
I'm just preemptively flipping.
That's a good idea. Yeah. And some of these, none of these are that hard, but yeah, I'm just going to say, raise your hands and then if you can answer, and then if you're not right, the other person can steal. So who are the Marvel anti-heroes assembled in Thunderbolts?
All of them?
Yeah.
Oh shit. I mean,
you just watched it.
Yeah, I did. And I was like,
you
crap.
told us you just watched it.
Yeah. So it's, I mean, do I need the character?
You can do either or.
So it's John Walker.
Yeah.
Was the U.S. agent.
Yep.
Ghost, because I don't remember her. Yelena.
I don't either. Yep.
And Bob.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
And then trying to think, Red Guardian.
Yep. Two more.
Fuck. Two. Well, there's Taskmaster.
Yep. Not for very long, but.
And am I missing somebody?
Yeah.
Fuck. Who am I missing?
I mean, it's kind of like he joins them, but he's kind of a big part of it.
Oh, Bucky.
Yeah, there you go.
God, I'm like, what the fuck? God damn it.
This one's hard because I can never remember this, but I'll ask you guys. What does the acronym SHIELD stand for?
Oh, God damn it.
Strategic Homeland.
You're right so far.
Intervention?
Yep.
Shit. I'm drawing a blank.
ELD.
I don't know.
Do you know the rest of it?
I don't. I was gonna say, well, he didn't raise his hand, but I don't know the rest of it, so I can't steal.
Mr. Get Off My Lawn's now like, excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
No, I never remembered this, but it's Strategic Homeland Intervention Enforcement and Logistics Division.
Yeah, I know Coulson says it a bunch.
Coulson says it a million times. Yeah.
But you need to do something about that name.
Yeah.
We're working on it.
What kind of trees take center stage in Brave New World?
Oh, it's the cherry blossom trees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that would have been a good question to ask when Shaun's around, because Ashley's grandpa used to have this whole thing about, hey, Shaun, what kind of tree is that?
Oh, really?
Ask him about that sometime, but yeah.
I'll do that.
I just remember I went to DC one time.
Are they really all over the place?
For a work trip, and it was the Cherry Blossom Festival, and it was like, holy fuck.
See, I've never been to DC.
Of people. Yeah, and
me neither.
Like people come from across the world or like around the world.
Jesus.
There was tons of like people from Asian areas, because it's like they were brought here from there, and like it was kind of it was like a thing. So they're
pretty cool looking. I'll give it that.
Yeah, I was like, well, awesome.
Them and CGI was kind of, but
well, yeah. So I hear. What do the following names have in common? Remember to raise your hands, you fucking heathens.
Volleyball.
Obadiah Stone, Ivan Vanko, Justin Hammer, and Aldrich Killian.
Say that again. What's the question again?
Yeah.
What do the following names have in common? Obadiah Stane, Ivanka Vanko, Justin Hammer, and Aldrich Killian.
They're bad guys in Iron Man movies?
Yep. They're all the villains from Iron Man
Yeah,
movies.
I was gonna say
Yep. Who's the villain in Ant-Man?
The first one?
Yeah.
Oh, god damn it.
He becomes MODOK.
Yes. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
And before that, he becomes, he has his own suit. And
Yellow Jacket.
There you go. Yep. Yeah, it says it's Yellow Jacket, a.k.a. Darren Cross.
Darren Cross. I was trying to get to his name.
I was going to say David Cross, and I'm like, wait, no, that's that nerdy actor guy with the big black frames.
That's close, though.
Yeah, he was in Men in Black.
What is the name of T'Challa's sister in Black Panther?
Shuri.
Yeah.
Yep. We've given up on raising hands, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
We're just blurting shit out.
Total anarchy.
Yeah. God. Didn't know I need security for this. Which of these actors makes their debut in Captain America the Winter Soldier in 2014? Elizabeth Olsen as Wanda Maximoff, Tom Hiddleston as Loki, Denai Guerrero as Okoye, or Benedict Wong as Wong?
Okoye.
I was thinking it was Wong.
No and no.
Fuck.
It's fucking Scarlet Witch, because she's in the post-credit scene. Her and her brother locked up, remember?
Oh,
and she's like spinning.
Doing the freaky
She's
shit.
doing the magic.
Oh, it was pre-Avengers?
It was pre-event. And they also, they hadn't, that's when they couldn't call them mute or.
Yeah, they just started being able to call
yeah,
them mutants,
they couldn't call them mutants yet. So they said like the twins with powers or something like that. I can't remember what they said.
Oh, that's another one of those things that fucking bugs me. Like that they were created by the Infinity Stone somehow, but they're actually mutants. Like,
right.
What the fuck? Like,
yeah.
Fix that shit.
I can just feel Jody and probably one or two other people just judging the fuck out of me right now for not getting the shit right.
Do you see how fun? Do you see how fun it is?
It's not
so much fun.
easy sitting in Shaun's seat.
See, that's the thing.
Maybe
I'm glad someone else understands it now.
Maybe it's just because the butt print's already here.
I mean, that could be. What does Stan Lee cameo as in Guardians Volume 2?
I have no idea.
I'm drawing a blank too. Fuck me.
I remembered when I read it, but I probably would be hard if I was hearing it too. But he was an astronaut.
Oh, is that he's sitting on the moon talking, and there's a space dog, and then like a few other
Cosmo or whatever there. Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking the space dog as soon as you said astronaut. But.
Yep. What's the name of Tony Stark's daughter?
I love you 3000.
Yes.
I love you too, 3000.
And she loves hamburgers.
I love it. She says shit.
Fuck.
Shit. No, don't say that. Only mommy says that.
Dude.
Yeah.
Morgan.
Oh, God fucking.
I know. Again, I probably would. It's easy when you read the answer.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to have to demote myself to Marvel fan instead of super nerd. But
okay. How about this? Hawkeye has how many children?
3.
Correct. What was the name of the missile that Tony Stark was demonstrating in Afghanistan just before the convoy attack?
Jericho.
Yeah.
Well done. I tried to get as many Ant-Man ones as I could for you. What is the name of the microscopic universe Ant-Man travels to when he goes subatomic?
The quantum verse?
Quantum realm.
Yep.
God, fuck.
Yeah. You were
I get
close.
half a point.
You do. I'm not even keeping score because you guys aren't raising your fucking hands anymore.
Well, we keep missing them anyway, so who fucking cares?
That's true. What is the name of Emil Blonsky's alter ego in The Incredible Hulk?
Abomination.
Yeah.
Yes. What is the name of Natasha Romanoff's sister?
Yelena.
By the way, can we give her a shout out? She's gorgeous.
Yeah.
I love her. Like, she's not real. I don't really love her. Kara, relax. But like, she's so like, I like her. She also is really good at that role.
And she's like funny.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, she's hilarious. And
great.
like, yeah.
Yeah, she's irreverent as fuck. Like,
yeah.
She's great. And
Yep.
she actually, at the beginning of Thunderbolts, they had in the script that she was going to jump off the building, and then everybody at Marvel and all the insurance companies are like, "Fuck you, you're not doing that."
Wait, she was not going to be in it?
She wasn't going to do that scene at the beginning where she just jumps off. But so she had to fight for it.
Wow.
And so she made sure that it was in.
And there's
That's
a big
awesome.
deal that she did part of the stunt and stuff too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. I mean, she's no Tom Cruise, but it was still pretty badass.
Yeah.
Florence Pugh. It's been driving me nuts. I couldn't think of her goddamn name. Yeah. Besides Thor, which Avengers can lift Thor's hammer? There's two.
Vision.
Captain America.
Yep.
And maybe if we're counting the elevator that they talk about, elevator's not worthy.
That's true. That's true. Last one. Who voiced Ultron?
Oh, James Spader.
Yep,
Yeah.
correct. So I tried to not make him too hard because it wouldn't be fun to just sit here and be stumped the whole time. We've all went to a Marvel trivia night before. We're like, we know quite a bit. And we're sitting there like, I don't fucking remember like what his middle name,
I think it's always interesting, how much information you have to have between comics and cartoons and
the shows
and the movies and all of this stuff. And it's like, there's some confusing parts to that.
Yeah.
Where, you could ask a question that's like, that's not clear.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I will say that just like Marvel trivia that we've gone to, I'm walking away from this feeling stupid.
But that's why you go
You
with
knew
a team.
plenty.
One of us
Exactly.
is going to figure it out.
Well, and that's the thing. That's what I remember. We went to Marvel trivia. This was like one of the first trivia nights we did.
Yep.
God, fucking 12 years ago. I don't even know. But we went to
Quarter
Quarter
Barrel?
Barrel. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you nailed so many of them right. And I remember the only one I was so proud of getting, I told this right before the podcast started, is because no one thought of it. And I somehow pulled it out of my ass. They asked what was the first Marvel movie ever. It was actually Howard the Duck.
Yep.
That was the first Marvel movie ever.
Yep.
Although, then you talked about that Captain America one. Like, I got it right at the trivia night.
Yeah.
it's correct. So Howard the Duck, 1986.
Okay.
Punisher, 1989.
Hold on. That was the Dolph Lundgren one, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And then the Captain America one that was pretty crazy.
That I've never seen.
1990.
Yeah. That one is the one that had the theme song.
Okay.
And it starts with
Do you want to sing it again?
when Captain America throws his mighty shield.
Yeah.
I'm saying it.
You should sing it.
I had a buddy growing up that would just play that song
Oh, God.
from the movie over and over again because he thought it was fucking hilarious, which it was. And it's just, the movie itself is terrible.
Yeah.
It's just bad.
That's like what I do to people when I play Party All Night Long and I just play Eddie Murphy's song just to drive people crazy.
There was a Fantastic
Or Party
Four.
All the Time.
There's a Fantastic Four in 1994 that
That-
I am not aware of at all.
Yeah.
I've seen clips and like videos about it, but I've never watched it.
I have seen clips.
Yeah.
Also terrible.
Yeah.
Also terrible. Yes.
And then we get into Blade and X-Men and action.
Then it gets good. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so real quick.
Yeah.
Howard the Duck.
Yeah.
So I know Deadpool is your favorite. He's like the only other one that I remember kind of being a little bit fourth wall breaking. Like Howard the Duck kind of does that.
Yeah.
I just listened to the Confused Breakfast episode about Howard
they
the
just
Duck.
did. Yeah.
Yeah. It was awesome. But I was doing what Adam does to us. Like when he's not here, I was yelling at the freaking podcast. I'm like, he's in the new, in one of the newer movies.
He was in, wasn't he in one of the
Love
Guardians?
and Thunder. It was Love and Thunder, right?
Well, yeah, but in one of the Guardians movies, they show the Collector, or
It was
the
first Guardians.
goddamn, Del Toro. What's his name? Benicio del Toro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Howard the Duck's like in there in one of the
Yep.
things, hanging out.
Yeah.
So,
And then at the end of the movie, he's sitting there drinking a martini.
yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was his first cameo in the MCU, right?
Yes. As far as I know, yes.
Yeah.
And then he was in it was Love and Thunder, right? That I'm thinking
Yes.
he was
Yep.
like with what's her name? The one chick that is her friend. Somebody's yelling at me right now.
Hold on.
That is so vague, man. Like
Valkyrie? No, she's not in that.
Mantis?
She wasn't
No,
in.
the like girl with no powers. They end up falling in love, her and Howard.
Oh, wait. What? I haven't watched that in a while.
I watched it once, and yeah. So yeah.
I guess I've only probably ever seen it like maybe twice.
Kat Dennings is the actress's name.
Oh, yeah. She was from that one show, Two Girls or whatever.
Yeah, and so she
But
was,
she was Natalie Portman's friend.
Yeah, she was in
Thor.
the first two Thors.
Yeah.
She was not in Ragnarok, I don't believe.
No.
But
Darcy is her character.
Darcy.
There you
Yep.
go.
Yep.
Darcy.
Yep.
So Darcy and Howard the Duck. get
I
into a
forgot
little
about
bit.
that.
I forgot about that too.
Yeah.
So I was like yelling at Confused Breakfast.
Well, good.
I was like, he is actually in the like he's back in the
Look
MCU.
at how the chain continues. You just yelled at someone for it. Now you're going to get yelled at for it because you couldn't think of her name.
We're getting yelled at so bad right now. I was going to say on the original Howard the Duck, what's her name? Leah Thompson.
God, she's hot.
Oh yeah, man. Like even in Back to the Future when she plays
still hot.
Older. Yeah,
I haven't seen her recently, but I bet she's still hot. Like
she was pretty young in that.
In Howard the Duck, she had to be. Yeah.
And she was hot. And
I'm calling it right now. I bet they remake Howard the Duck. It's gonna happen. You don't think so?
Way. People literally lost their jobs. The head of the studio lost his job over fucking Howard the Duck.
Okay, but here's the thing.
There was also a borderline bestiality scene.
Well,
it was
potato. Jesus,
so listen,
live a little.
The 80s let a lot of shit slide. But
obviously, we give Confused Breakfast a lot of love on this podcast, but like, listen to their episode. There's some funny like takes on it, and it's actually like what I remember. Why I struggled with the movie is I had no idea it was a Marvel thing to begin with. But I was like, I'll watch this.
I'm excited to listen to theirs.
It's so confusing because they kind of pitch it almost like a kid's movie, and then
it's
definitely
like
not.
a Budweiser ad in like before they're releasing it, and then like there's duck sex and duck boobs right in the beginning and all this stuff that's like it's not a kid's movie.
No,
but they never like fully cross the line to make it like this is truly adult either.
Yeah,
they have these like
they skirted well.
Yeah, they just keep going back and forth, and it's so fucked up. Here's the thing I didn't know. I don't know why I didn't know this. Do you know who was behind it? Why it got
made?
Yeah.
No idea.
Jesus Christ, now I'm doing the same thing. Star Wars. George Lucas. George Lucas was behind it.
Really?
That's the reason it got made. Somebody else like directed it and all that shit.
No shit.
He was the one that
he's a huge Marvel fan.
Yeah.
And actually Darth Vader is kind of based off Doctor Doom.
Yeah.
So I didn't know that, but that totally makes sense.
He was in a comic book store and he's like, everybody's buying this fucking Howard the Duck thing, so I'm going to make a movie about it. That's why it got made.
Holy shit. Well, here's the thing. Here's why it will work now, though. They won't promote it as being a kid's movie. You know what I mean? And also, they don't have to make it as risque as they did. I'm just saying, like, they'll somehow, with space and with Guardian, like, I feel like it's going to happen eventually.
It could. Now, I am curious, the original, when it was back in the 80s, was it PG-13 or was it actually R?
I bet it was PG-13.
I would guess so too
because the standards were a lot more loose then.
It was PG.
Holy shit, really?
Man, the 80s, like I said, 80s were wild.
Wait, hold on. We were just talking about movies on one of these and I said a movie and it was PG and it blew my mind. Was it no, it wasn't Jaws. Maybe it was Jaws.
Maybe.
I thought Jaws was R. And then we looked it up.
Everything back then.
Like, that's fucking crazy that was PG.
Yeah.
Everything back then was like, it was almost unheard of to have our movies in theaters.
Well, you needed, I mean, you had to like go with a parent. Like they were hardcore about like not letting you in. Again, if you take your 7-year-old to Silence of the Lambs, they'll let you as long as you're adults with you.
What the fuck? I had to get my mom to buy the Adam Sandler album for me.
Yeah,
because it was
same.
Like parental advisory shit.
Yep.
Oh my God. That one actually blows my mind though.
Yep. Yeah. Well, and I remember
God, I miss the 80s.
I don't. But, like I don't like the music back. I didn't like the music then. I don't like it now.
Yeah.
I know you guys talked about that in your music and your favorite like what's your feel good shit. And Shaun said 80s.
Mine's more 90s.
And
but
yeah, I'm more in 90s 2000s. But no, I was gonna say like the rated R thing. I remember when the first Deadpool movie came out and we were sitting in the theater and like, because we had debated taking our kids, especially Duncan, because he loved all the Marvel shit. Like he's grown up watching it, just like Logan has. And then I saw it was rated R, and I was like, rated R now isn't what it used to be, like rated R back in the 80s. And then it started out right away, like he drops the F-bomb in like five seconds in, and I watched parents take their little like 2 to 3 year olds out of the theater, and I was like, okay, you dumb fucks. If you're going to bring your kids to this and it's rated R, at least watch a Red Band trailer or something. Because you would have seen right away, I'm not going to take, maybe you do, but.
They were good at promoting it as like, don't take your kids to this. Like they literally were clipping things all the time being like, hi, Tommy, I know you want to see this, but your parents are going to be very pissed about it. Don't come to my movie. You know what I mean? Like,
right. Yeah. But there was still at least 3 or 4 groups of parents and kids that got up and walked out.
That International Women's Day scene probably would have scared a lot of people. It took a deep dive into that one.
Yeah,
so.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not touching that.
So I just noticed as I was looking at the Howard the Duck rating, the Punisher one was an R in 1989.
The Dolph Lundgren one.
Yeah, the Dolph Lundgren one. So
why?
I kind of want to revisit
now
that.
I loved that movie as a kid. I mean, I haven't seen it in forever. It's pretty brutal. But it's not. I can't see that being any worse than some other stuff.
Been worse shit out there.
Oh God, yes.
God, yeah.
Probably because they actually had guns. I don't know.
Maybe. I just remember that movie being so dark, like literally, like it was hard to see a lot of the scenes, like because also the TVs back then sucked.
Isn't Travolta in that one? Like
no, that's the next one with Thomas Jane.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right.
He's Punisher and John Travolta's the bad guy. What bad guy even was he? I don't even remember.
I don't remember.
I think he was like a made up person. I don't even think he was like Kingpin or anything like that.
No,
you know what I mean?
no. And that one wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad. John Travolta was bad.
Yeah, well,
like Thomas Jane, I felt like did a good job.
He did all right. Yeah.
He was Howard Saint.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Well, and he worked with or worked for Cubans. I remember that.
Okay.
And
I just remember the fight scene in the apartment with the big Russian guy.
Big Daddy Diesel.
Oh yeah, it was the wrestler.
Yeah,
that's right. I forgot about that.
Yep.
And he just like can't kill him. He's just so big. Yeah.
I remember there was a scene where there was the older guy, and he's like, "You quite literally brought a knife to a gunfight," and then the blade like shoots out and gets him in the neck, and I was like, "All right, hold on."
Yeah. Let's calm our tits a little bit. Yeah.
But
Jesus. Oh God, it's so good, man.
All right, should we jump to a dad joke?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, I don't know if you remember, Eric, but I do have a couple prepared. If I don't want to step on your toes.
No, you're good.
No, he's still gonna do his because.
Yeah.
All right. So
mine's Marvel related. So
yeah, mine are not straight up like dad joke.
Go ahead, get us canceled, buddy.
Yeah, they're. I mean, if.
Shaun already said he supports cheaters or something last week.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was controversial. Boy,
I completely forgot that you guys are starting to stir up the controversy.
I was
like, I could have.
I may have gotten a text from someone about that one.
I was like, we didn't have the video out for that yet.
Yeah, and I don't know if we will. It might have got lost.
Just next time I can just disengage my filter. And
I believe I got a text saying, "Wait, so Shaun supports the guy cheating on his wife at the Coldplay concert?" And I was like, "I lose my number. I don't want to be involved in this."
Yeah. No, he does not.
He does not.
All right. So, first one, I got two. What did the O say to the Q? Those are letters, by the way.
I know it's something with P because it's right between them.
Mike, I can feel your brain working, and
it's something with P. What?
It says, dude, your dick is hanging out.
Oh. Yeah, I wasn't going to get there.
No. Second one, you might get this one. Or what do you call a herd of cows masturbating?
Beaten beef? I don't know.
Beef's stroking off.
Oh, damn it. Well, at least my heart was in the right place. That was a good one.
Those are my contributions.
I appreciate it.
Awesome.
We like to get a little dirty every now and then.
Yeah.
Yep. Eric, do you still got
Hence, no one knows where this middle finger's been. Anyway, Eric.
I don't know where I've been, Lou.
Yeah.
Why did the Avengers struggle so much after Infinity War?
I don't know.
I got nothing.
They lost their vision.
Oh, geez.
Aw, too soon, bro.
I mean, yeah,
still hurts.
Yeah, that
still hurts.
That works.
God.
I don't know why I couldn't come up with
That's a good groaner.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna go home and cry. I thought he was great. Anyway, I'm gonna go on another tangent. We got to wrap this up.
So. Oh yeah, we could do multiple parts to this.
I know.
Yeah.
Are we at time?
Yeah. To be continued. We've got plenty more to talk about.
Yeah.
Marvel
Well,
in
again,
the future,
and we go to the movie tomorrow, so I'm sure we'll revisit and do another nerd one again. This was only scratching the surface of the quote unquote nerdy shit we like. So we appreciate you guys listening. Adam, thank you for being on, brother.
Dude, thank you for having me, guys. And if you invite me back next time, maybe we can have Shaun here and he could just sit here and be quiet while we talk all the nerd shit.
That should.
I'll just keep his mic muted.
I like it.
We miss you, Shaun.
Yeah, love you, buddy.
Have fun in the Ozarks. But yeah, thank you all for listening. Again, we really appreciate all the shares and the love everyone's been given. So if you want to email us about anything, we would appreciate it. You know, we love reading them. So it's we're still cool, right, at gmail.com. And other than that, we'll see you next week.
Later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.